Alright, y'all, so finally Queens is back. This episode was giving what it was giving. And it gave a little bit more at the end, honey. So let's give it what we got.
I'm the type of girl you call wifey. Yeah.
What does the cat do?
Meow.
So this episode, and I'm not going to do this in chronological order. I may or may not. My notes are all over the place. So I'm just really going to talk about key moments. So the beginning of the episode is all of the girls standing in front of this tombstone. And I'm like, oh, damn. Bree didn't make it because we heard the little beep, beep, beep. But I'm guessing it said beep after the show went off because, you know, we sitting in front of a goddamn tombstone. And over time, Jill is becoming undone. And once I get to the end of the goddamn episode, I'm like, wow. Like, wow. So, since Bree did, of course, her house is empty. I'm guessing the kids then went with the grandma because I thought Valeria was going to take the kids. But I'm guessing they went with the grandma because legally she would be the next in line since both the parents are dead now. And Naomi buys Brianna's home. So, she, JoJo, Eric, and Lil Muffin are all living in that home and they create like a small little family or whatever. So, Naomi, I'm gonna say Bree. Naomi and Lil Muffin go to Don's grocery, I think. It's like a Piggly Wiggly, honey. And they putting the groceries in the car. And the lady comes up and is like, I'll take the car and take it back inside. And we don't know who it is. But Naomi does. And she's like, oh my God. It's Lady Z. It's Zadie. Now, Zadie and her used to go head to head. They was like the top MCs of their time. And apparently, over the episode, we find out that Zadie, Lady Z, assaulted Frank Black. I'm confident that that's his name. Frank Black. And after she assaulted him or whatever, she basically was kicked out of Hollywood. Nobody wanted to do anything with her. They were scared to work with her. And it's very fitting that y'all chose Remy Ma to do this. R to the easy, M to the wizard. So while Naomi is setting up house, you got Jill, who is acting back in LA, and she is just becoming undone. She can't sleep at night. Her life just ain't right. She don't want to see no pictures of the queens. Like, she just, she's all over the place. And then you have Valeria. Notice I'm not saying Valeria. She graduated. You got Valeria recording music. Excuse me. Jill, remember that why I had gave you earlier? Can I borrow it? Because I need it for Valeria. Why? Did Butter Pecan ever soar as a solo artist? It just wasn't, you know, you a Kaylee. You know, you get in there where you fit in there. You know, you don't just, no. But the engineer, he was delicioso. He was beautiful. He was strong, brother. Y'all finna get on me for not knowing that song. But it's Angie Stone, girl. So she comes out the booth or whatever, and she and the engineer, they hit it off. They talking or whatever. They end up going to a restaurant. Homie then rented out the whole restaurant. It's just him and Valeria in the... Okay. Then they get put out of that place. They go to a bar. They talking so long, they get put out of that place. They go to a diner. They show their first little kiss over a Miley Cyrus song. And the next time we see them, they get married. Now, I ain't nobody super freak. I'm quite conservative, if you please. But, bitch, I'm gonna have to side with my bitch YB on this one. Why are you marrying somebody and you don't know what that thing is stinging like? This is 2022. There may or may not even be a penis down there. Like, you need to slow down, because you are moving way too fast, girl. And the proof is in the pudding throughout the episode. Y'all planning a honeymoon. Y'all go from Bora Bora to the goddamn Aztec mountains, bitch. What the fuck? No. And he want to go. First of all, meeting your family for the honeymoon is not going to happen. Let's go to the honeymoon, and on our way back, instead of coming back to LA or Atlanta, wherever the fuck we live, we could just make a beeline for New York. Because, bitch, I'm not trying to spend my honeymoon getting to know you while your family up the road. But throughout all of that, we find out that Valeria do not want to even tell him about her family. Girl, y'all married. You don't think he gonna find out? And then you wanna, we gonna just get the fuck. No. Ugh. That angers me. And I need to give y'all some grace. And when I say y'all, I mean that type of person who complains about something and is just like, fuck the whole ordeal because there's one inconvenience. Like, and I need to give y'all some grace because I used to be that person. But now that I'm not there, I see how annoying and dysfunctional that looks. This man married you. And never once did y'all mention, talk about, or allude to trying. Because when he kept saying, I know a place, I just knew that y'all was going to go to the apartment and get down, honey. Y'all just talked and connected and decided y'all wanted to be together forever off conversation? And you think this man going to walk out on you because you ain't got a mama? Like, it just... You need to fix that. Speaking of fixing that, Jill. What the hell? You don't eat. You don't sleep. You underperforming. Girl, and it's all because you just... There... If you've seen this episode, which you should have, because I'm telling you the episode, so I'm obviously giving you spoilers. She had no reason to be so up in arms. What would you... The man who assaulted you and threatened your life is now locked away in prison and is going to face sentencing soon. Everything else has worked itself out. Like, I'm confused. And it was so bad that you drove yourself back to drugs? When that man walked up, I said, well, I know if you into women, because I was completely oblivious. I'm like, well, I know if you into women, is this a man you used to mess with before, Darren? Are you on back? I didn't know what was going on until he slid it up on the, and I should know, bitch. But he slid it up on the windowsill, and I said, oh. And she had an opportunity to not take it. She took it anyway. I said, oh, Lord, okay. And did you give him money with gloves on, girl? You are not committing burglary. You are buying cocaine. The fuck? So she driving down the street, listening to Yolanda Adams riding through the song. I mean, it wasn't that song, but I'm sure that was what was playing in her mind. And she said, oh, no, I'm bigger than this. I'm stronger than this. She took the cocaine. She threw it out the window. I said, you go ahead, Jill, with your bad self. But who else saw her go ahead with her bad self was the cops. Because as soon as she threw the coke out the window, they was like, like a cow. And so they pulled up, but it was her expired registration that had her stopped. But baby, it's always a ram in the bush. It was a second officer, little Miss Peggy Sue. She had walked up from the side, honey. Oh, I'm getting heated now. She had walked up from the side. She said, this wouldn't have happened to fall out your car, but I mean, it was a lie. So, girl, in LA, they must give you the grade A premium, and they must throw a little extra. He must have threw a little extra in there because y'all used to have business together. That's what that was. Because, bitch, that was a lot of coke. So, stick a pin in Jill. Lil Muffin. Honey, she studying for her bar exam. She doing her this and doing her that. And all of a sudden, this old... Lil Vicky Whoa ass bitch. She, what's that girl name? Cash Mermaid. She was giving all she came to give and what she didn't have to give. But the three people behind her is what really just set it off for me. It was her crew. It was Lil Muffin's crew. The same people that well, now that I think about it, they don't surprise me at all. These are the same people that convinced her to get a unicorn horn on her head, to do all these drugs, to not take care of that beautiful home she was living in. And as soon as the chips got bad, bitch, as soon as the chips got stale, they went to another motherfucking Frito-Lay. That happens, and I'm really surprised, and I'm proud of Lil Muffin, because JoJo, who need to... Bitch, I seen you pluck on the piano twice this whole series. Why you not doing your goddamn studies? Why you not in your room doing what the fuck you need to be doing, okay? I know you don't think you just finna lounge in this house and do nothing, bitch. You gonna go back to your grandma's house faster than you can say cheech-a-chong. So don't play. She gonna come into little muffin room. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look. Little mama said, girl, I ain't got time for that. No, ma'am. I'm bigger and I'm better. I have big arms. Bitch, I am better than that. So I guess once Cash Mermaid had, because I want to say Cash Doll so bad. Once she found out she wasn't getting no play from Lil Muffin from that disc, she calls Lil Muffin. Oh, girl, I just wanted to apologize, girl. This industry, they just got me doing whatever, girl. I want to make peace with you. And I would wonder if, could you mentor me? And Lil Muffin was like, I guess, girl. I'm like, no, I knew it was a setup. I knew it. Girl, they go down to the restaurant. Lil Muffin got her books, baby. She is studying everywhere she go. Baby, them are heavy books. You would have left that shit at home. You love that shit all the way to your car. All the way inside the restaurant. And you had to pack all that shit up and lug it back to your car to take it back upstairs to your room. Girl, I know you probably love law and where you headed in life, but bitch, time and place. So she's studying at the, and there wasn't even no food. There was no room for the food. Why? Because there was books everywhere. So Lil Muffin is studying, and Cash Mermaid walks in, and she just knocks everything to the floor. Bitch, and one of the three stooges in the back is recording everything. I'm like, okay, this is a setup. Luckily, Lil Muffin saw everything and was like, okay, I see what this is. I'm gonna pick my shit up and I'm gonna go. She left. I thought that was it, but here go JoJo once again. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do you see this? Do you see this? So after Lil Muffin left the restaurant, they kept filming. And Cash Mermaid was like, she's out. Da, 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 da. And I listened to that thing 100 times. I do not know what Cash Mermaid said to knock everybody off their feet, but bitch, I didn't hear it. But whatever it was, everybody was heated and Lil Muffin had enough. Lil Muffin went into the studio and she released her diss track. But it was so eloquent, it was chock full of public defender law, bitch. And now that put Lil Muffin back on the map. So she is trending again, boom, cack. Back to jail. So while everybody is together in the kitchen, talking or whatever, they get a call. No, Naomi gets a call. Jill, I need y'all help. Bitch, I'm in jail. They go and bail her out. So I'm guessing, because when the lady asked, that was the end of the scene, we didn't see what happened. And Jill was just like, I would have been like, girl, that is not mine. I am offended. Why would you even bring this to my car? Okay, I was trying to read the word on my audio Bible. Why would I even, bitch, that's what you're supposed to do. That's how I know you a horrible actor. You were literally acting. You are an actress now. You're not doing music, you are literally an actress. And you couldn't act your way out of this. So they back in Atlanta, and they talking about the case or whatever, and Lil Muffin come downstairs and is like, girl, you ain't got to worry about jail. Okay, because first I called the public defender's office, and I went the fuck off with all the law. And then they hung up in my face. And then after they did that, I called the mayor. I did his daughter's Sweet 16, and bitch, he had owed me a favor. So you good. So they get to talking about music and everything, and I don't know how they got on music. But Naomi was just like, there is no label. Oh, because Erica came downstairs and was just like, you hot right now, Lil Muffin. And Interscope and I think another record label wants to sign you. And Naomi was like, yeah, they want to work her now. But what happens if she doesn't sell? What happens if she doesn't produce the numbers they want her to produce? Then they gonna shelf her and she gonna be a has-been. Like this. So she was like, there should be a label where people really understand and support the artists. And she was like, oh my God. I knew where they was going with this. Put a pin in that. You got Naomi going back. Early in the episode, Naomi went back to the Piggly Wiggly. And she talked to Remy Ma, to the easy, him to the wizard. And she was like, do a song with me, girl. Like, I'm sorry for how everything went down. And Lady Z was like, nah, girl. I made groceries. I work hard. You see my name tag. I got Employee of the Month 3 times, bitch. Okay? I'm not giving all that up. And Naomi was just like, well, think about it. And eventually, Lady Z came to the studio. They put together this cute record. Now, Naomi, you wasn't rapping. You was just singing. If y'all two MCs, I was expecting y'all to be like, going at it. And you, which is cute, but girl, I need more. I wanted more from that record. So, after they cut the record, Naomi was like, bitch, I can have this out by Friday. We could be back on the map. And Zadie was like, no. Bitch, I told you. I'm employee of the month. And bitch, I'm trying to keep my good record. Girl, I don't want this anymore. No. So they eventually go out for drinks after. And Zadie told her, she was like, girl, I hope you don't think that assault was just all that happened. He was trying to get the nookie. And I hit him in his cookie. And bitch, that's exactly why I'm bagging groceries to this day. I was blackballed, bitch. And so Naomi took that into consideration, what was going on with Lil Muffin and the fact that, girl, it's 3 of us now, and we was barely holding on with the queens with the 4 of us, and now that Bree is gone, girl, we ain't got no chance. So why don't we start our own label? So they started their own label, the Nasty Girls, and they end up signing Z. And Z was like, girl, I ain't got the star power to pull all of y'all. So what's T? They was like, you ain't got to worry. We all gonna release solo projects on this label. And this is gonna be a partnership, girl. We gonna support you. You gonna support us. Hallelujah. That means you gonna have to put forth the money too. So like an E1 deal, like, we partners. She made sure she said financially and creatively, we are partners, bitch. Meaning we ain't no big machine. So the crew gets back home. Zadie had to go back to work, girl. They had called her on lunch break, and she only got an hour because she employee of the month, bitch. She did not have time to waste. So when they got back to the house, they all toasting. Here's to this, here's to this, here's to this. And then we see that people are coming full circle. Valeria told her husband, and she was like, I have no family. He was like, you do. And I was like, oh my God, that tombstone was the mama. And I'm thinking to myself, because I noticed in the first scene when this episode opened, they did not show the name on the tombstone. So I'm just like, okay. But it still didn't hit. Everybody said all of their 1s and 2s. They gave their little 1s and 2s for the toast. And then Naomi was like, let me call somebody. It's one more person that we got to call. She pulls out her phone and she dials the number and puts it on speakerphone, but we don't see who she calling. Then we see Costa Rica. Boom, and it says Naomi on the phone. And who ignores the call? It's fucking Brianna. I'm happy and I'm angered at the same time. Brianna is alive and well in Costa Rica with her kids, enjoying her life. Kudos to you, girl. Life is but a dream. So now, why in the fuck is Jill going through all of this if Bree is alive? And y'all need to, the way Bree would have wanted this. She's not here. I mean, I get it, but y'all some shiesty bitches for doing us like that. But that's what this episode was given. It gave what it gave, so I gave it what I had. Make sure you are liking, commenting, subscribing, and that the notifications are on, and that you are here tomorrow night for episode 2 of the Kitty Box Podcast. I love you guys. Same place, same time.